nuevo. Tengo la suerte de estar con Aaron Spears, baterista de Archer, de American Idol. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Aaron.
Muchas gracias.
Viene a dar una clínica en su tour latinoamericano y nos va a explicar un poco más o menos de lo que él usa, por qué lo usa, que es lo que buscamos nosotros los bateristas, aprender un poco más sobre parches, sobre madera. So to start,
yes.
Can you tell about your setup?
Sure.
For playing?
Well, my setup is pretty simple. I'm playing a 5-piece drum set, 14-inch snare, 10-inch tom, 12-inch tom, 16-inch tom, 22-inch kick by DW. To me, I use them, because in my mind they're the best drums in the world. I love the consistency of the sound and the way that they feel and the way that they react to the way that I play. So that's the drums I play. As far as cymbals, Zildjian. To me, I feel like Zildjian is the best. The sound is classic. It's been documented through years of fantastic recordings by so many musicians, and I've always wanted to be a part of the Zildjian family, so I'm very thankful to have them to support me.
A lot of history in the cymbals and drums.
So much history, which is it's incredible. So to be able to lend my name to be a part of that legacy is it's incredible. The cymbals that I use primarily is I like the 15-inch hi-hats. The hats that I use here today are the custom special drives. Unfortunately, they don't really make these anymore, so this is something I've had for a while, but like these are like my favorites.
Your vibe.
Yeah. This is my baby. This is an 18-inch Gen 16 on the bottom. This cymbal on the bottom, the Gen 16, it's also called something else now. It's called the low volume cymbal.
Yeah.
So a lot of people, they use that to kind of practice and at home where, if you have a wife that doesn't like the drums or a brand new baby, it's best to have something like that where you can still play, but the sound is not like
very crashy.
Yeah, so I'll stack that low volume cymbal with 18-inch spiral trash on top. This is K-Custom Fast Crash 18-inch, which is one of my favorite cymbals. It's extremely versatile. I love it. This is a 10-inch A-Custom Effect Splash.
Yeah, nice.
This is a 16-inch A-Custom Effects Crash on the bottom with the same splash stacked on top.
You made another stack apart from that.
The stack, yeah. This stack is really, really quick, and it gets out of the way really fast. So it's kind of like an exclamation point. It's like really fast.
Like
this
claps?
One, yeah, exactly. This one lingers longer, so it kind of like and has a longer decay.
Very trashy, I think.
Yeah, very trashy. Kind of like white noise at times. So I love the vibe of this cymbal as well. The contrast of the two. This is a 20-inch A-Custom Effects Crash. Great cymbal, very versatile. It's great cymbal swells. Also crashes really well. It doesn't stay in the way. It doesn't have a super long decay. It's a really beautiful cymbal.
I must say that I have the same, but 18, and it's like in the middle of a China clutch, something like that.
Yeah, definitely something in between the two. And then this is very special. This is something that Zildjian made and sent to the house. I couldn't even tell you exactly what it is, but I will tell you that I love this cymbal. It's a prototype, but the cymbal is it's a 21-inch ride cymbal, but it's kind of like the complex ride. It's washy, but still has a great ping as far as the bell. I don't know, it's something that they created, and I hope there's something that they decide to release before too long.
Yeah. And drums talking, those are your size?
Yeah, this is the sizes that I use pretty much for everything. And for me, I believe that you don't have to have, like a 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 22, 24 off to the side, a gong bass. You don't have to have that. I feel like you're playing drums. For me, I like to have my drums small, and I try to have my ideas to be big.
You go simple.
Yeah. So that's kind of the way.
And you prefer this is brass, I think.
Yes, this is a brass shelf snare. I like brass. I like copper. I love maple. DW makes a snare that's called the super solid edge.
Yeah, man, I know.
So it's like it's a couple different types of wood that make up the snare drum, but it's like a really thick, solid piece of wood, and the sound is incredible. It's super warm, but it also has such a great crack to it.
Tone, okay.
Great tone.
And when you go to recording sessions, do you go with the same kit or you use something else, or it depends about the song?
It totally depends on the music. So sometimes, the music that I play, if it's like a kind of like a rock inspired tune, then the drums will be bigger. Maybe instead of 10, 12, 16, maybe I'll just have a 12 and a 16, or maybe I'll just have maybe a 13 and an 18. You know what I mean? It just totally depends on what the music is. The snare may not be so deep. It may be really, really short and shallow. If it's like a hip-hop stuff, maybe the toms will be smaller, the kick will be smaller. But it totally depends on the music that I'm playing. I think it's important to make sure that you use the right tools for the job.
On heads?
Heads. For me, my favorite heads in the whole world is Remo because of their consistency, the tone. I just honestly believe, and not because they endorse me, but I just believe that they are the best heads, better than anything else. Yeah, better than anything else that's on the market. I prefer to use, in most settings, I prefer to use the ebony emperors.
Okay.
So they're like the
black
emperors,
ones,
but the heads are black. I prefer to use those because I love the warmth of those heads, and it seems like the sustain is not quite as long as the coated emperors or even the clear emperors, but to me they're fantastic. And for the snare, I like to use the P77 coated, which is a fairly new head that they have, but it's another fantastic invention that they made there.
Do you prefer the drums with the rings inside or wide open?
It totally depends on the music. If it's something where, if it's like rock, something like that, then I prefer without the rings just because I want the sound to be more strong and more beefy. But if I need it to be more focused, then the rings is cool.
Oh, cool. A question that for every drummer, how many snare drums do you have?
Oh man, that is a good question. And to be honest with you, I'm not sure because I honestly have never taken time to count them. I have a room at home in my basement with I have my drums in there, but I have a section with my snares. But I never counted them. I just know what's there. Like if I want an acrylic snare, then I go to get an acrylic snare. If I want it to be a metal snare, this is the metal snare section right here. This is copper, this is bronze, this is stainless steel, this is it just depends on what it is that I want, but I'm not sure exactly how many.
So you don't have a favorite one? You have many?
Oh no, the super solid snare by DW. It's a 6.5 by 14. The middle of the snare is, I want to say, birch, and then the top and bottom are maple.
Wow.
And it's
two worlds.
Yeah, the sound is just incredible because it's like you have the body and the low end of the birch, like the punch, but then you also have like the crack and the resonance of the maple. So it's a beautiful snare.
An advice for the Chilean drummers?
Oh man, I'll just say just have fun in everything you do. Music, man, is I know sometimes everybody wants to be able to be successful. Everybody wants to be able to play. Everybody wants to be on tour, or you want this to be a career. And I think that those things are possible, but if it doesn't happen right away in the time you think it should happen, don't beat yourself up. Just continue to remember the reason that you play. You play because you're having fun. You play because you enjoy it. You play because it's your passion. So focus on that more so than being like
sell records.
Yeah. You don't have to be the number one, the most amazing drummer in all of the world. It's not about that. It's just about you enjoying what it is that you do and having fun and sharing your gift with other people. I think that's important. All the other stuff will come. Just continue to do things for the right reasons.
Okay, thanks very much.
Nah, thank you, bro. Muchas gracias.
Gracias a ti.
Yes, sir.
Aaron Spears, tremendo, ¿no? Muy simpático además. Gracias.
Thanks, guys.